Hi, welcome to Dawn's Workshop. This is part 3 of my Lamborghini Sian build. So last time, got this suspension all connected here and started on the gearbox. So let's continue. Okay, got those gears in here, got this one over here. So now we've got to get whatever's next here. Okay, so need a little gray gear and the longer gray axle, L beam that goes there, and then a red gear and a bigger gray gear. Okay, that just needs to hold it in there, not too tight. There we go. Not too tight, just needs to go in there. And then I have to match, so the grays seem to always match up with the reds. That is supposed to go here, and then I think it's just gonna go like that. Okay. In the opposite direction. Okay, so there's those. And now I need this axle connector, a red, long red pin with the axle, and then the axle to beam connection here. And that goes the other way, perpendicular to there. And then an axle pin, a small axle pin. And that is going to go in here in the top one here. Okay, so that's, keep that from sliding out, I guess. And then we have another, we're gonna push that through. We're gonna push that through into the red axle connector. This gray axle. Okay, is it gonna hold? There we go. And then that has to go there. Okay, don't turn. Oh, I guess that's just kind of being difficult because of the pin sticking out the bottom. Okay. Now, another axle connector and a blue gear and these kind of, I think I refer to these as the gear changing pieces, and they actually, yeah, it goes on top of the red axle connector, and then the blue gear goes there, and then we're gonna put that on top of there. So that's gonna lock into the blue gear and adjust it, I guess, or lock it to actual turn, I guess. So that's not meshing though. Is it supposed to mesh? Maybe it's, is that supposed to mesh? These two gears? They don't. These ones mesh, but those two don't. So, I don't know. That is concerning if that is supposed to mesh. Okay, these are in the right spot. And the blue gear is the right blue gear, so I guess, I hope they're not supposed to. Okay, so now we have this yellow kind of clutch thing. So that locks into the red gear, against the red gear, and that is going to sit slide there, and then we're going to throw gray axle through that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I guess it's not supposed to. Yeah, they're not supposed to mesh because something is happening here. And we have a long black axle, the gray gear, and that's gonna go in here. We're gonna mesh those two together and lock that in. Okay, so now that is correct. So that will, I don't know, lock one side or the other, I guess. And we are there. And now we have another L-beam. The long red axle pin. Or axle connection pin. And a longer gray axle. So that's going to go through here, through the yellow beam. And then it's going to go through the bottom of this L-beam. Oh, and then we're turning the orange... We're actually turning this orange axle connector 90 degrees here. And sticking that axle through there. Okay, and then I gotta push the red pin through there. Okay, so now we've got that. That's holding, it's not a gear. Okay, the black axle with two yellow axle connections. And that is gonna go in here. And hold that with the yellow axle. And then a red gear is going to connect these two red gears together. I gotta put another yellow. So this. Okay, there we go. That's it. Now they all turn. Okay, now I have two of these connected to two axle connector or axle pins, two of the axle pin connections, the red ones, and we'll put those below the gray axle and the yellow axle. Okay, now we have two collars. The larger collars are going on the axles now. Okay, that one's there. And that one is there. Okay. Okay, I didn't miss anything. That's still good, I think. This U connection. And we're gonna put that double beam on the 90-degree axle connection, right like that. And then that actually is gonna go, okay, it goes like that. So we're gonna hold those up there. Okay, there we go. Some strength there. And then I have another little axle. The red axle connector. Okay, this is supposed to go between two yellow axle connectors. And then that goes on the gray axle. And we have the red axle connector on the yellow axle. Okay. So this doesn't do anything, these actually turns things. And just double check, nothing too, okay. Okay, we have a yellow axle. The 90-degree 3 beam with an axle connection. 90-degree 2 beam. And then a collar. another 2-beam, and then another 3-beam the other way. So that's like that. Now I gotta put a black pin on this side with the 1x green beam. Okay, and then that it's facing down. It goes on these 2 blue pins. And just slides down. So there we go. Okay, now we have the 11 beam and 2 long blue pins, and we're doing this twice. Okay, and then those go on either end here. And I have to push down the... Oh, that's kind of annoying. There we go, all in. And now I think that's the last, there's the last big frame. Okay. Go this way, and then I have black pins. A long pin. And this axle connection with the pin connection in the middle. Okay, and we're gonna pop that on top here, with that going in between those pieces there. Okay, let's get those connected. Come on, pins. It doesn't let me connect the pins. There we go. You go like that. There we go. Okay, we got that, and now this one gray axle is going to go all the way through there and in like that. Okay, we have a short brown axle. Looks like it's the last one. The little L beam, and then a red. It's a red gear and a red axle connector. And try not too tight. And we have another gear changer, or clutch. I think it's a clutch piece. And 2 black pins. And we have the 13 beam. Okay, and then that is supposed to go on the inside. In there. Okay, so now we're building up another layer of gears here. Okay, that goes, it sits like that. Okay. It's not hooked to anything yet. This axle needs a black gear. I think it's a black gear. Would that? Oh no, is that supposed to be the black gear? Maybe. Because then that would mesh. Oh, it is. Yeah, I can see the color in there. Okay, we gotta get that out. If I can. So that goes like that, and then I should be able to push that back and get this gear out. Yeah, let's push that all the way through if I can. get that out of there. Okay. Little mistake there. I knew that it was supposed to mesh. I just wasn't sure which gear that was supposed to be. This is the problem with the dark gray versus the black in the images. Okay, so that should go like that. Now, there we go. That makes more sense. Yeah, when it's locked, it actually, yeah, it really moves on that one. Okay. And then that goes back in like that. Oh. Push that in there, and then this goes back here. Fortunately, there wasn't too much stuff on there. Okay. Well, that's supposed to be the black axle. Almost a mistake there. That's supposed to be the black axle. Okay, that's it. Lots of gotchas on these gearboxes. Okay, that's better. Glad I caught that now, not later. So now I need back to this part, which is the gray axle with the actual another black gear. And then that is going in there, and it actually, yeah, it's meshing. It seems the gear is supposed to mesh. It should probably mesh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That's transferring to the top. Oh, there's supposed to be a red gear in there. Yep, red gear in there. Don't worry about the black gear yet. Okay, there we go. That gonna be slide on. There. There we go. Now, let's just double check that. Ooh. Yeah, okay, there's the red gear in there. So that would slide back and forth on those two gears. Is that locking? Does it actually lock on that? Oh, it does. There's little notches in there. Okay. Why is it doing that? Okay. Now, we got two blue pins and a black pin. Yellow axle and a gear to go in the corner. Okay. A red gear and an axle connector. Okay, there we go. Then a clutch piece. 3-beam. Not that one. Okay, there we go. And that goes, okay, it's supposed to be this way now. It's supposed to go in here. It should mesh. Does it mesh with anything? This is supposed to mesh with the red gear on the bottom. So just make sure that goes in there. Okay, that goes there. Okay, I see. So all good. There we go. It is meshed. Okay, there we go. All good. Things moving. double check. Nothing. Got everything. Then we have this dark gray axle, a blue 2-beam, and a black pin, and that's just going up here. And we're putting the axle through there to connect a tan gear. And that's going to mesh with the red gear. And then a yellow axle connector. These gears are really going up there. Okay, now here comes a first tricky one, I guess. We're gonna get one of these things in. This actually locks the clutch in. Okay, that goes on there. And then the red axle connector on the other side. Okay, and then I have a little red axle, and that's gonna lock this in to change this. Oh, it's supposed to change both of those. Well, that's interesting. Okay, which way is which? This is going this way. And it's supposed to change both of them. As long as they're in, I think it should be good. Okay, that's supposed to go there. Okay. Okay. I think we're like this. Is that from the top? That's from the top. From the top. Oh, and they're just showing that it's pointing up. And that goes, yeah, that way. Okay. Like that, I guess. And now the other one. There wasn't an axle on this, another axle on here. Nope. Okay. This, and we're gonna put another axle on there. And then this one, a red axle. It's gonna lock that in. And same thing, so this is gonna be pointing, we've got this, it's gonna point this way. Then we just gotta lock that in. And now, axle's on the other side, so the black axle goes in here. And the yellow one goes in here. Okay, so they both stick out so that we can put these orange axle connectors with the pin adjustment in the middle. An L beam. Axle pin goes into this last of the orange axle connectors. And it's going to go in this way, like so. And we have this way. I need to put that. Okay, so we're this. Oh, I have this on the wrong side. Okay, it should go that way. Oh, and that goes in the back there. And it hooks. It's not hooking to anything. It's just sitting there. Oh, it hooks. Oh, there's a that blue pin down there. Okay, it's supposed to hook in there. Okay, now we have this long blue pin to go here. And we'll see if that'll go in. If it'll be difficult. There we go. Get these guys facing the right way again. Okay, that's in. That has been part 3 of my Lamborghini Sian build. Got some more of the gearbox put together, some of the more kind of details that are needed for the gear changing. So we got these in, and some more structure on here as well. So I think everything's good, but we'll find out soon. Anyway, if you'd like to see that, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and take it easy.